Cheers! I hope 2026 is treating you well. In front of me, you can see my Checkmate case. It is open, and I'm in the process of doing some changes. I think this is the most beautiful modern case that is made. It looks a lot like the beautiful Amiga 3000, but I wanted it to look more like the Amiga 3000. So I wanted to have the floppy drive in the center, and I've mounted the bracket for that, or the front for that. And I wanted the iconic look here with the stripes that was in front of the drive that wasn't in use or wasn't there at all. So I started out first making this. And it looks like it should, but I forgot one thing. I should have opened the case. It doesn't have mounts for this. And I'm not any good at modeling, so both kind of modeling. So I had to learn something. So I decided I wanted to give it a try to make a proper version for the Checkmate case with the brackets like this. And that's what I've done. It should work. I've 3D printed this. So the goal for today is not really anything new or anything like that. I just want to see how close I can get my Checkmate case look-wise in the direction of the A3000. And the floppy drive that I'm going to mount behind here didn't have a button that fit, but I found this. It was an existing 3D model made to use this Sony MPF 920 in the Amiga 1200. So I modified that 3D model a bit and printed it. So now it should be roughly like it should. I hope so. I could have made a snugger fit, but I was lazy. That's the excuse. So let's mount all this together and see how it ends up looking. So this is the part I've made and 3D printed. Let's test if it fits. It should fit. It fits perfectly. Very snug. Like this. So let's just screw that in place. My plan for the drive is to go like this. It's a very tight fit between the front and the power connector of the ATX board, but it should work. So this is the 3D printed button I've made. So it's hard to both make it work on video and do the mounting. Oh, I missed it. Let's try again. Yes, there we have it. Let's just try it. Yes, works perfectly. So I've screwed it on plate. So let's see if it fits. And a quick test again, just to make sure it works physically. And it does. It's crazy strong, this eject mechanism on this drive. Next up is to mount the grease weasel. I've given it some thoughts or where to put it, and I think it will work best to place it here next to the drive. Something like this, or thereabout. But I don't want this PCB to be exposed like this, so I've printed more plastic. A little case. This was a case I found on the net. I didn't make this, I just printed it. So maybe something like this could work. But let's just first fasten the data drive to the case like this. To make this stick to the case, I just use some Velcro like this. That way it's easy to have it in and out when I need to. As you can see, I have the cable going out the back and into the machine again. I could use an internal USB, but when I'm doing Arduino stuff, remember this is also my daily driver PC. So when I'm doing Arduino stuff, I need to disconnect everything Arduino based like this, so I'm sure to not destroy the config of the grease weasel. So that's why I need to have an easy way to disconnect it. I guess it's like we made the Amiga towers back in the days. Cables going from inside to outside and back again. Just like in the good old days. For the keyboard, I have this A4000 to A3000 and a keyboard controller based on Arduino, like this. I think we need to give this a proper try and see if it still works. It worked before I put everything in. So at the desktop, I have two icons. One for starting as an A4000. Like this, and then it is a super fast A4000 setup with RTG, networking, everything, with mod players and everything we enjoy. So this is the setup I use for being online when I'm not using my MiSTer-based A1200. But the setup we need to try to see if the disk setup still works, floppy disk setup, is this, the A500 setup. And then it starts as an A500. It is ticking away. Just like it should. So, what could we test? I have Phenomena, Enigma. One of my favorite old demos. So we could try that. Let's see if it works. It is booting. Cheers. I do like how this looks now. I wasn't 100% happy with how it looked without the floppy drive and the curved insert all the way over. But now it looks very much like an A3000. It's a tiny bit bigger. I see now that the color I choose for this is a tiny bit more yellow than this. So that's even more like a real one. Most of the A3000 computers I've seen has quite a yellowed cover here. This didn't work. Why? Is it the disk? Could be. Let's test something else. I have the DOS demo by Andromeda. I hope this isn't broken, because this is a very old one, the original one I had with my A500 back in the days. What you hear in the background is my dog. My guess is that the cat walked by him, so he's he thinks his life is miserable right now. He can't. The cat doesn't want to meet him. Okay. This is working. So it may very well be a problem with this floppy. I need to check it. Maybe I'm able to transfer the label over to a new disk. It gives me such joy to use this one. It would be a shame if this is the end of it. Not a bad demo, this either. So while this is running, I think we should do some close-up videos, and we can enjoy the music while it's running. By the way, I got all your messages and I tried to answer every one of you. You sent me a lot of messages during the period I haven't made any videos, asking me if I was okay. And I am okay. There is nothing wrong. It's just a tiny dip in energy levels. So I haven't been up to making stuff. And also some plans that didn't go as I hoped. I did get myself the Commodore 64 Ultimate. It's over here. But it didn't arrive until it was too late to make anything about it. The internet is flooded with it now. But either way, thanks a lot for reaching out. Warms my heart. Yeah. A lot of you, I'm starting to feel like you're friends of mine. So I enjoy seeing you in the comment section and when you reach out on IRC and things like that. It's you're a great bunch of people. So with that, I will say cheers. I forgot to drink. I hope you enjoyed this messy, non-scripted, weird video about pimping my Checkmate case. Just wanted to share it with you. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful evening.